It was the winter of 1851. Berlin lay under a white hush of snow, and in a dim apartment on Schöneberger Strasse, an aging man sat at a desk. Arthur Schopenhauer was 63 years old. He had lived through ridicule, exile, and obscurity. He looked out the window at the falling snow, murmuring, "This world is just a scene in the theater of suffering. But even so, there's a way to step off the stage." And then, as if speaking not to the air, but to himself across time, he whispered, "To live without illusion, that is the beginning of wisdom." When he was young, his father dragged him on trading voyages across Europe. They walked the cold harbors of London, the foggy streets of Amsterdam. Arthur saw the hunger of the poor, the exhaustion of the workers, the endless struggle of human beings chasing comfort and never finding peace. It left a mark. When he turned 25, after years of study and wandering, he would write in his notebook, "I have seen the truth. Life is a pendulum swinging between pain and boredom." He wrote furiously, his magnum opus, The World as Will and Representation. Life, he said, is driven by a blind, ceaseless will, an insatiable force that compels all beings to strive, suffer, and repeat. The human condition, in his eyes, was not a story of progress but of bondage. And yet, within this bleakness, he glimpsed a strange light. When a person sees through the illusion of the will, through art, compassion, or ascetic peace, they taste freedom. He called this transcendence denial of the will. Seeing the endless dance of desire, vanity, and suffering swirling around him, yet never truly stepping onto the floor himself, he observed everything. The bustle of Frankfurt streets, lovers quarreling in cafes, beggars at church doors. He saw the same will driving them all. Desire, fear, hunger, vanity, endless repetition. He realized then that awakening was not a distant prize. It was the ending of striving itself. Freedom was not in achieving, but in seeing. He believed that all cruelty, all vanity, all human noise comes from the same wound, our inability to be still. He wrote, "Compassion is the recognition that another suffering is one's own." For him, pity was not weakness, it was the first crack in the wall of the self. Through compassion, through beauty, through renunciation, the will loosens its grip. One begins to see the world not as a battlefield, but as a passing dream. His teaching was not about escaping life, but seeing through its mirage. Not resignation, but release. He once wrote, "The deeper the pain, the higher the mind must rise above it." And perhaps that is his true legacy, not his books or bitterness, but the simple silent truth that in the heart of suffering lies the seed of transcendence.